We're going to be live from the Kentucky Speedway for the Alsco 300. Linen and Uniform Rental Service 300 from the Kentucky Speedway tonight. We're going to have, I don't know, say 13 to 14 cars here tonight. Got a pretty stacked field of drivers. Who's going to be able to claim the victory here tonight? As the field's going to go around one lap and bunch together and come and get the green. Looks like the 98 is going to be your race leader. And the Hunt's brother, Pizza, number 98, the 22, it's going to be to the outside. Pretty stacked field here today. Pottles in the 5 car, she starts third. She's off to a good start here this season. I think this is week 3 of the new season. The 7 car Motorsports now driving the 88, made another driver change this week. Drives the Hellman's number 88. And the 98 is going to be your race leader. So we got a few new drivers here to the field. We'll get you all caught up on them as the field comes off of turn number 4. The field is in control of the number 98. And the green flag is out and we're underway. Green flag is out and we're underway here in Kentucky. Down into turn number 1, the 98 is going to lead the field in turn number 1 with the 7 on his back bumper, with the 22 to his outside as they go out of turn number 2. Down the backstretch, everybody looking to get into a nice little rhythm here. Down into turn number 3 they go. Look at the 22, looking to the inside of the 7. You got a wide track here. You got plenty of room in the 22 all by himself down to the bottom. He's going to side draft and get the second spot as the 98 is going to dive below the yellow line. That is all legal here at Kentucky. You can go below the yellow line here in the front stretch. So the 98 going to pull out a little bit. Oh, we got one car into the inside wall on the apron. And he comes back up onto the track. The 7 car sits in second. I believe that is... Oh, the 22's in second. The 7's going to be on his outside as they come off of turn number 4. We have 22 laps here in stage number 2. We're already on lap number 4. As the 98 is starting to pull away. Here, a good battle for 3rd and 4th down the backstretch out of turn number 2. The 22 is going to hold on to that spot. So we got a good battle going on here from 2nd to 4th. As Pendell, the number 98, is going to pull away. JKR moves to the 22 this week, and Dial's driving the 7 car. I don't know why I thought that was Dylan. There's Dial in the number 7 car. Oh, looks like a little contact between the 22 and the 7 out of turn number 2. No caution. They keep on going. Trouble for the 88. He gets a little loose. And there's the 5 of Pottle. She's about mid-pack. Taking her time. Fire EMT in the 00. The Haas number 00. We got a car in the pit road. That's the 21. Here's the 11 car. Down the front stretch in turn number 1. So we've got a pretty good stacked field. Everybody's pretty much spread out, running their own race right now. The 2 car sitting, going for, it looks like a 2nd place shot. And it looks like the 2 car is going to get the 2nd spot out of turn number 4. The 22 is going to look to the inside of the 7 and Dial down the front stretch. They're going to drag race each other, and Dial's going to, I think, have the spot at the line. That was kind of close. Dial and JKR side by side as they went across the start-finish line. The 98, half a straightaway lead down the backstretch. He's just out on cruise control right now as everybody else just running around this track, running their own line. And there's the 11 car of RSH. Let's check up on our defending champion in the 21 car. Geez, where is he? Running back here towards the back somewhere. Can't seem to find him. Here's the one of BB Mod. Nice ride for that number 1 car. I like that paint scheme. It's a nice paint scheme. Here's the 3 car. Running solo going into turn number 1 and 2. Here's the 11 of RSH. Last week's pole sitter. There's the 21 car. Here's the 5 of Pottles running her own line here. And get a look out in the race later as he's coming across the finish line. Look how far ahead this 98 car is. They really got that 98 car hooked up. All by himself down here in a 1 and 2. But maybe a half a straightaway lead on him. On the second place car. Here's the 00 Fire. He's looking to maybe get up to the front here. As the 11 of RSH slides up and into the outside wall into turn number 3. Oh, we got a car. Around goes the 11. I think he collected somebody else, and I believe that will cause a caution here. About 11 laps in here in a stage. 10 to 11 laps in. Here is stage number 1. We're currently 10 laps into the stage. They got 13 laps left to go. We should see a couple drivers come here, take some tires and fuel, maybe make some adjustments to their race cars. Hopefully they can fix whatever they think is wrong. Looks like we got a couple takers here. We have a field of 15 cars on the track here tonight at the Kentucky Speedway. And it looks like some strategy here played by the 4 car. So the 4 car is going to be your race leader. Coming to the green flag, here to the restart zone. Green flag is out. Look at the jump from the 98. The 4 did not go on that restart. So that's going to fan everybody out. And the 98 reclaims the lead out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. We got 3 wide down about mid-pack towards the end of the pack. Going down the backstretch into turn number 3. And the 7 of Dial is going to take the second spot as they come out of turn number 4. We're going to have a 3 wide battle off of turn 4 for about 3rd, 4th, and 5th. We're 3 wide off of turn 4. So we're seeing here a lot of action. Ooh, a couple cars scraping the wall going into turn number... Whoa, we got cars that are going around in turn number 1. 2 cars collected into a wreck here in turn number 1. No caution. There's the 5 Apollo sitting 4th place right now in the north lane, number 5. Dives to the inside of the 1 car. Now looking to the inside of the 22. Not going to get there. The 22 held the spot as the 98 starting to pull away yet again here as they come off of turn number 2. So, whoa. And the 1 car gets into the wall. The 22, a little bit of contact with the 1 into turn 3. 3 wide. Here comes the 2, Addy. He's looking to the inside. Trying to get to the inside of the 5 Apollos off turn number 4. Not going to get there. Got a pretty good pack here right now. These guys are battling it out. And that's allowing the 98 just to continue to pull away yet again here. That's right along with Pottles on the track. With the 1 car to our outside as they come out of turn number 2. Going to be 3 wide again off of turn number 2. Make a little bit of contact with the 1 in the 22. There's Dial and the 7 behind the 2 cars. They run into turn number 3. Got a pretty good pack here as Pottles now going to be into the 2nd position. And there's the 4 car going down pit road. Might be an unscheduled pit stop for the 14. There's the 2 car below the yellow line going into turn number 1. Somebody scraped the wall going into turn number 1 as well. That's very, very common here at Kentucky. Down the backstretch they go. Ooh, Pottles got into the wall a little bit going into turn number 3. You will see that at going into turn 1 and 3. A lot of drivers do tend to scrape up the right sides of their cars. And the 4 cars in pit road as well. He's going to go down 1 lap to the field. And Pottles is hoping to lock into position here and chase down that number 98. As they come out of turn number 2. 19 laps into the 22 here in stage number 1. And we're riding along with the 2 car. It looks like he might have some slight right front damage, or maybe that's just the paint scheme. Yeah, that's just the paint scheme. The way the black hits right there in the corner of that nose of that car, it looked like damage to the front end. Here comes the 88 of Motorsport. He's making a move to the front. And the Hellman's number 88. The only bright yellow car right on the racetrack. Everybody else all driving all different colored cars here tonight. We've got a wide spectrum of cars here. And the 7's gonna dial right behind the 22. So we got pretty good battles going on here about mid-pack. The 98's still your race leader. Pottles with the 1 car all over her back bumper as they roll off turn number 2. She's holding strong to the inside. She holds off the 1 car. And there's the 22 going into turn number 3 behind them, sitting in 4th. Now to turn number 4, the 98. Clean and clear, all by himself. Pottle slides up a little bit. The 1 car going to look to the inside. Not going to get there. Down the back stretch into turn number 3. And out of turn number 4. The 98 is your stage 1 winner. So the 98 wins stage 1. And it looks like, I do believe the 5 car is going to get 3rd. And she will get 3rd. Pottles in the 5 car gets 3rd for the stage. The 1 car beat her off of turn number 4. Not by a lot. The 4 car still in pit road. Maybe they decided to park the car for the night. Decided it was not going very well. And they decided to call it a night. So your stage 1 winner, the number 98. Looked very strong here early on in the first stage of this race. Got a lot of other good drivers that are really good. So everybody took tires and fuel. Probably pitted after that stage, and here they come to the restart zone. Green flag is back out for stage number 2. Down the front stretch, they go into turn number 1. They're going to be side by side. We should see, 3 wide already in the middle of the turn. Down the back stretch they go. The 1 car dead even with the 98 down the back stretch on the outside. Can he prevail on the outside? He's got the nose out in front. New race leader at the moment, but here comes the 98 with the hard charge on the bottom. Whoa, we got a car way below the yellow line off of turn number 4. 3 wide in the middle of the front stretch here. Looked like Dial got squeezed going into turn number 1 in that 7 car. It was 3 wide in the middle of the pack. So the action is really heating up down. Whoa, Pottles hard into the wall. The 3 car goes around, and the 2. Hard hit for the 3 car in the inside wall. That is definitely going to cause a caution. Hard hit for the 5 car. She just got slammed by the 3 car. Heavy damage to the 3 car. And the 2 car picked up some damage now. We definitely can say that the 2 car has some damage. The 5 car, Pottles, tough break for her. Just hard racing on a restart here at Kentucky. So we're going to see some drivers come down pit road. Probably the guys that were just in that wreck, they're going to come down pit road and fix up their race cars. So as of right now, after 16 cars started this field, we only have 14 vehicles left on the racetrack. And the number 98 is going to lead the field. Back to the restart zone off turn number 4. And green flag is back out. Can the 1 get another good restart? He's going to side draft the number 98 down the front stretch. As they go into turn number 1, we got 3 wide in the middle of the pack. The 22 sliding high in front of the 00 fire. Sounds like we got some more contact. Oh, the 00 into the outside wall. And we have another caution on the speedway. We have another caution. Can we see what happened? Oh, the 00 hard into the outside wall. Tough break for the 00. So right now, everybody's following that Hunt Brothers number 98. Looking very strong here today. The 7 of Dial sits in second, looking to pounce on the number 98. But everything so far, it's been that number 98. Class of the field today. The 1 car. A little pit strategy from everybody else. Green flag is out. The number 1 car is going to be your race leader at the restart zone. The number 98 to the outside. And this is his first time being on the outside here today. How's he going to handle? That's going to allow the 1 car and the 7 to the inside. Here comes the 11 of RSH on the inside. Here comes the 22. The outside lane does not prevail on the restart right now. Down the backstretch into turn number 3, we have a new race leader. This could change the layout of stage number 2 here. They're 3, maybe 4 wide off of turn 4, using every inch of this racetrack off turn number 4 here in the back of the pack. Every inch of this racetrack is being used by these drivers here tonight. Here comes this 00 of Fire. He's looking to make a rebound here. And whoa, the 11 of RSH hard into the inside wall. Caution is out again. So the number 98 did not get a very good restart. And it looks like the 7 of Dial is now out in front here. Had a hard impact for somebody in the backstretch. So the caution is out. The Dial is your race leader. He started pulling away pretty good there. He's got the 1 car behind him sitting in second. And then I believe it is JKR. And the 88, I believe, sits in third. Then I believe it's the 98. Some pit stops here. Looks like we got a few position changes as the field comes to the green Geico restart zone. Green flag is back out. The 98 dropped towards the back of the pack here. Tough break for the 98, but here comes the 00 Fire. He's looking for a rebound. Couple cars bobbing and weaving on the inside lane. Puddles all over the track on the inside. As the 1 car leads him down the backstretch. Down into turn number 3, the 22 is looking to the inside. Now maybe going to slide up to the track. Got a little loose off the bottom. That's going to have the 22 slide up the racetrack down the front stretches as they come to the line. $16 laps into the 19 here for stage number 2, and it looks like the 1 car might be your stage 2 winner. There's still a few laps left. Anything can happen down the backstretch. A couple cars make contact with the wall down out of turn number 2, and then into turn number 3, the 22 is going to look to the inside. Here comes the 2 right behind the 22. They're starting to work together here as they come up off turn number 4. The 1 car going to go for a block. 22 looking for a dive bomb across the front stretch. Not going to get there. Here comes the 2. Look who's coming on the outside. The number 98 slowly making a rebound here on the outside of the speedway. Here comes the 22 down the backstretch, right on the back bumper of the 1. Can he get to the back bumper of the 1 car? He's going to go to the outside. Whoa, the 1 gets a little loose. Slides up the track. Here comes the 2. They're going to split him. Can they take it 3 wide off of turn number 4? No, they will not take it 3 wide, but the 2 car to the 2nd spot. Down the front stretch into turn number 1. 2 more times around this track for stage number 2. Here comes the 2 car. Whoa, look at a run that 2 car got out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Going in turn number 3, he's going to look to the inside. They're side by side. They're going to make a little bit of contact, and caution is out. I believe that will be the end of the stage with only 2 laps left to go here in the stage. I believe that will be the end of the stage, and the 1 car will be your stage 2 winner here. So the 1 car is going to be your stage 2 winner here. The 2 car is going to get 2nd. And it looks like, I believe, the 7 of Dial will get 3rd. And then JKR will be 4th. Ponsky in 5th. And then the 98 will get 4th. So pit stops in. Everybody's coming back to green flag here, the final stage in Kentucky. The 98 is your race leader coming to the Geico restart zone. Green flag is back out. The final stage. Anything is possible here in the final stage, and we're underway. Down into turn number 1, we got 3 wide at the back of the field. 1 car into the wall. I believe that was the 51 into the wall out of turn number 2. The leader goes. Down the backstretch, here comes the 2 to the inside of the 1. Down the backstretch, they're going to be drag racing down the backstretch. Cars making contact with the wall going into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, the 98 is your race leader. Look at the 1 car looking to the inside of the 2 as they come down the front stretch. As the 98 regains the lead again. Stage 2, they were kind of distant towards the front of the field. And now here they are. Late in the race, back out in front. Oh, hard into the wall for the 3 car. Collecting the 5, and it looks like the 9 caution will come out. What happened? Let's see if we can get some footage from the replay. It looks like the 3 and the 5 got together. Hard hit for the 5 into the backstretch outside wall. And that's going to be your caution, your first caution here in the final stage. As the 3 and the 5 got together coming off of turn number 2, the 5 got into the outside wall really hard, along with the 3 car, and then the 9 just had nowhere to go and ran right into the side of the 5 car. So another tough break here late in the race for the 3 car and the 5. Then the 00 of Fire has some damage to his front end of his race car. And the number 19 as well has got some damage. And the 9 car as well. So here they come out of turn number 4 to the restart zone once again. Out of turn number 4. Field's under control of the 98. We're back underway. Seems like a little bit of a slow start from everybody. Seems like they kind of pedaled it through. And down into turn number 1. Sparks are flying as they bump and grind into turn number 1. And it looks like, whoa, the 51 into the inside wall. 2 more cars into the outside wall. And it looks like everybody's going to keep on going. And it looks like the 51 is sideways into turn 1 and 2. And I believe no caution. No caution. We stay green out of turn number 4 as the 98 is your race leader with the 2 car right behind him. Here comes the 22 sitting back in the near the back of the pack. Here comes Dial in the 7 on the high side, looking to make the high side work. Here comes the 2. He's getting a run down the backstretch off of turn number 2 down the backstretch, getting a run into the back bumper of the 98. So they go into turn number 3. Dial's trying to get back out to the front. He got up towards the front, got out pretty decently far ahead of the field, and then a caution came and kind of brought an abrupt end to his run out here out in front, but here comes the 2 car. The KCMG, KC Motor Group, number 2 car, closing in on the Hunt Brothers Pizzas number 98 as they roll into turn 3 and 4. Looks like RSH in the 11 is going to get into the outside wall once again here tonight, and here comes Pottles in the 5. Some tough breaks for this 5 team, but here they go. They've done some work on pit road, get that car fixed. She's still got plenty of time here. Only 55 laps in out of the 100 laps here tonight. It looks like the 88 of Motorsport gonna drop to the inside. Turn 3 and 4, fire, and the 00 way to the outside. Here comes the 2 car. He's all over the back bumper of that 98 car. He's not letting him out of his sight. Almost made contact with the wall going into turn 1. It's going to slide to the high side. Get a little loose out of there, and here comes the 7 and the 1 car. So with that little bit of a bobble, that's going to allow the 7 car to close in on him, and going into turn number 3, going to be all over the back bumper, pushing him through turn 1 and turns 3 and 4. My bad on that. So they come out of turn number 4 across the finish line. It's going to be the 2 car still in second with Dial to the outside. Dial racing for Junior Motorsports in the number 7 car. Sitting strong in 3rd place out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Along with the 1 car, his teammate, and the 1 car right behind him as they go into turn number 3. And there's the 22. He was really strong early on here tonight, and now sits about middle of the pack. Hoping to get another caution maybe here. Get back up towards the front here and see if he can get that number 22 right back to the front where he wanted it. But right now, it's all class of the field again here, like it was in Stage 1. The number 98 out in front. Showing these guys around the Kentucky Speedway here tonight. Out of turn number 4. Look at the run this 98 car gets down the front stretch. What a great run. All by himself. Here comes the 22 all over the back bumper. The 5 going into turn number 1. We got a little bit of a battle starting to brew here. We're going to ride along with the 22 car out of turn number 2. Down the backstretch into turn number 3. You can hear the draft just pull him in as they come out of turn number 4. Pottles all over the back bumper of the 88 as they come off of turn number 4. The 22 is going to have to go high so he doesn't make contact with them. Down into turn number 1, Pottles and the 22 almost, the 5 and the 22 almost made contact as they ran into turn, whoa! The 88 gets loose coming out of turn number 2. Way to the outside. Saves it, doesn't get into the wall. Good save. And the battle continues between the 5 and the 22. Here they come out of turn number 4. I think the apron is what got the 88 loose off turn number 2. You hit that apron just right coming out of these corners, and it's going to shoot you across the track. I think that's what's happened a couple of times here tonight and caused a couple cautions because no drivers had nowhere else to go. But look what happened. The 2 and the 7 have reeled in the number 98. Could the tires of the 98 be falling off here? Is tire wear starting to play a factor here tonight? 62 laps in. 62 laps into the 100 as the 98 starts to pull away again off of turn number 2. Here's the 11 of RSH in front of the 88 of Motorsport. Bit of a tough night for that 11 team. Just can't seem to get going here tonight. Everybody's about spread out, running their own race right about now. Coming out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. 4 cars all together. And into turn number 3, it's like a small little drafting train like at Talladega here. Coming out of turn number 4, the 98 slides up, and here comes the 2. Could there be problems with the 98? He slides high, and he's going to drop back 3 positions. Going into turn number 1. And the 2 car is going to be your race leader as they come out of turn number 2. With the 1 car to his outside. The battle is heating up for the lead down on turn number 2 down the backstretch. We got a 4-car battle for the lead. It's just a 4-car breakaway. These guys are just racing each other just for the lead. They're going to be 3 wide, maybe with a nose, maybe 4 wide off turn 4. Not going to get there. Look like now they're tandeming. They're going to work together to try to get past one another. The 98 is going to push the 7 of Dial into the lead, going down into turn number 1. The battle's starting to heat up, man. Can the 22 and the 00 of Fire catch these guys? If they keep battling like this, those two back there sitting 5th and 6th, they should be able to catch them relatively quickly here as they roll through turns 3 and 4 again off turn number 4. Dial is your race leader in the 7 car. Great positioning for that 7 team. Here comes the number 98 back to the inside. He's going to put it back at the lead at the start-finish line here as they go down into turn number 1. These guys are swapping positions left and right. I think every single one of these guys here in this 4-car group has led 1 lap already in this little last couple laps here. But back to the front is the number 98. So whatever was wrong a couple laps ago, he seemed to figure out what it was and get back to where he was. That's what you want to do. You make one slight little mistake, you want to remember where you were running good, get back into your rhythm, and don't let it bother you. And it seems that's what he did. But now the 1 car is back all over his back bumper again. They're starting to spread out yet again. So the number 98 starting to pull away down the backstretch into turn number 3 again. And the 4-car breakaway, the 4-car field that has broken away is just pretty much split up. Here comes the 22. He's starting to reel these 3 in front of him in. And Fire sitting back there in about 6th position. He's going to sit back and hopefully let these guys all bunch back up again. They're going to be 3 wide off of turn number 4, or turn number 2. Down the backstretch into turn number 3 they go. 5-car battle so far here. Right now they're starting to close back in the number 98 again. 3 cars versus 1. 3 engines, more horsepower, and they're reeling them in quick. As Dial leads that little train, and the 22 is going to be pushing the train. 69 laps in out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. There's the 2 car sitting in 5th. Pottles and the 11 of RSH are working together here. Starting to the 22 below the double yellow line. He's going to pit road. A little pit strategy. Maybe green flag pit stops coming into play here. So we should start seeing some drivers maybe start coming down pit road. The 22's coming down pit road. Maybe there's something wrong with the car. Maybe they just want to try a little strategy. Oh, the 98 got into the wall. 1 car to the lead down the backstretch. Are we going to see anybody else coming into the pits off of turn number 4? Looks like the 98. 98 is coming to pit road. Green flag pit stops are underway here in Kentucky. This could make or break the race. The 88 getting into the wall off of turn number 4. The 19 into the wall. So green flag pit stops. It looks like the 98 comes down pit road. The 2 will follow suit. There's the 22 pulling out of pit road. And right now I believe it is the number 1, your race leader, followed by the 7 of Dial as they roll through turns 3 and 4. Looks like they're coming down pit road. Here comes the leaders. 22 was the first car down pit road. And there's the 5 of Pottles. She stays out. The 88 of Motorsport slamming the wall off of turn 4 yet again for the 2nd lap in a row. And we got another car coming down pit road. So right now it is the 5 car of Pottles. Right now it's your race leader with the 88 of Motorsport. Playing a little strategy here. Looks like Pottles is starting to position her car down the backstretch to go to the inside. Here comes the 5. The 5 car coming to pit road. And it looks like the 88's going to come with her. The 88's coming with her. We got to find the 22. First car down pit road. Where is the 22? There's the 22. He's going to be your race leader right now. I believe if not, he is 1 lap down or the 98 will be your race leader as the field starts to cycle through. Oh, the one car loose on the bottom of the track. Got into the outside wall and the inside wall. 98, can he close in the 22? The 22 right now, I believe, is your race leader. As they go through turns 3 and 4. The 2 car sits back there in about 3rd. Actually, I think these guys are about to come take 1st, 2nd, and 3rd away. Because O'Pottles was the race lead. She did stay out when these guys went. So now the number 98 is in 2nd. The 22 is the race leader. And the 2 car sitting back there is in 3rd. So as green flag pit stop start to cycle on through. The 22 is your race leader with lap traffic in front. The 51 car. Lap traffic here going into turn number 1. And maybe the 51 played a little strategy and he's out in front now. My live leaderboard is not working at the moment. Going into turn number 3, the 22 is going to dive to the inside of the 51. The 51 is just going to move out of the way and let everybody by. Be 75 laps in here at the Kentucky Speedway for the Alsco 300. And the 98 starting to reel in the 22 out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Pottles in the 5 car. She sits roughly 8th position. Here she is sitting in 5th or 8th. Coming out of turn number 4. Should we see one more caution here tonight? They should set up a really good end of the race showdown between all the drivers and bunch them back up. Here comes the 98 looking to the inside of the 22 into turn number 3. Could this be the pass for the win of the race? 22 holds strong on the outside. He's got the preferred line on the outside so far. The 98 is going to still be there. The 22 is going to block. Down the front stretch into turn number 1. The 22, whoa, scrapes the outside of the wall a little bit going into turn number 1. It's right along with the 98 down out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. And into turn number 3 and 4. Here they come up off of turn number 4. It looks like Dial and Fire side by side off of turn number 4. It's going to be the 00 going to take the spot away from the 7. And here's RSH. We're going to check in on the number 11 car. Sits in 7th place. .78 laps in. 79 laps complete here at Kentucky. And the 98 looking to the outside, not going to get there down the backstretch. We should see these guys come down pit road maybe one final time, but not until towards the end of the race, as we got another lap car. It's going to be the 9 car. He's going to stick to the outside. Ooh, he's going to scrape the wall on the outside, just try to stay out of the way of these leaders, battling it out for the lead. 98 trying to find a lane around the 22. The 22 seems to fill the line where he wants to go. They're side by side out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Down the backstretch, they run into turn number 3. It's going to be the number 98 taking the lead to the inside. The number 98 is back out in front, but here comes the 22 looking for the crossover off of turn number 4. And it's going to be the number 98 at the line. Your race leader going into turn number 1. They're side by side into turn number 1. The 22 going to take the spot back on the inside. Can the number 98 come back on the inside? He's going to look to the outside. No, he's going to dive to the inside. Maybe back to the outside. Trying to play little mind games with him. Down into turn number 3 he goes. Looking to the inside. The 22 slides a little bit high. Here comes the number 98. He's going to do what the 22 did to him last lap. Drag race down the front stretch. At the line, it was the number 98 again. That would have been a great finish right there to call the race right there. And the number 98 would have won by maybe a couple inches. Out of turn number 2 down the backstretch, the number 98 is your race leader as they go into turn number 3. These two are going to start jockeying position again. Here comes the 22 back to the inside. They're side by side off of turn number 4. Looks like they're going to be swapping positions every other lap here. And the 22 is going to be your race leader at the line. With roughly 83 laps left to go here in Kentucky as they come off of turn number 2. The battle for the lead is starting to heat up. Here comes the 98 back to the inside down the backstretch into turn number 3. Here we go again. They're going to swap positions yet again here in between the turns. Maybe not. The 22 is going to hold strong on the outside. They're going to be side by side off of turn number 4. Here they come across the start-finish line. The 98 is going to be your race leader at the line. Like I said, they're going to swap positions every lap. Here they go. Into turn 1 and 2. Still side by side. And the 98 is going to prevail, and he's going to pull up to the outside. And here comes the 22, going to follow his draft down the backstretch, maybe pull into his inside into turn number 3. And he's right back to the back bumper off of turn number 4. They get together, maybe push each other a little up the track, and they make contact down the front stretch. The 22 is going to move into the lead. And here comes the 2 car. He's watching these two battle it out. He's hoping they continue, because he can reel them in as they continue to battle for the lead. That was allowing the 2 car to slowly reel them in. So should we see green flag pit stops here again? We should see them very shortly. We're 86, going to be 86 laps complete here. And we should see green flag pit stops here very shortly. And the number 98 is now your race leader. And the 22 down pit road. Could this be a scheduled pit stop? It looks like it could be a scheduled pit stop for the 22. A little fuel strategy here maybe from the 22 coming down pit road. And we got a couple other takers here. And the 11 of RSH coming down pit road. The 3 car coming down pit road. And they're in their stalls. Maybe a little strategy from these guys coming down kind of early here. And the 00 of Fire came down as well. So did the 88. So we're starting to see green flag pit stops here again. Play a factor here in tonight's race. Here comes the number 98, followed by the 2 car. And the 7 of Dial, the 1, and the 51 will stay out as they go down front stretch into turn number 1. Across the start-finish line. There's the 22. He's going to come out of turn number 4. So maybe these could be the final pit stops here tonight. Could this be the final pit stops? Could this be the deciding factor of the race? Sounds like we got some more takers coming down pit road. Is the 7 coming down pit road? No, he's staying out more. He's going to try to put the other guys a couple laps down, maybe get an advantage on these guys so when they do pit. As the number 98's now just coming out of pit road. And the 7 of Dial going to lead him down the backstretch. Right place, right time, maybe? Get out in front, lap the rest of the field, and then come down pit road and try to beat the other guys out. And it looks like the 51 or somebody dove down pit road. I believe that might have been the 1 car diving down pit road. Yes, that was the 1 car. The 51 still sits right behind him, and then there's the 3 back there. So these guys are... Here comes Pottles out of pit road. She decides to come out of pit road, and there's the 1 car coming down pit road. There's the 00 Fire. And the 88 of Motorsports. Having a pretty good run here in the 88 team. for Junior Motorsports. There's the 51 looking to the inside of the 7. Not going to get there. When are those guys going to come down pit road? There's the 51 to the inside of the 7 down the backstretch as they go into turn number 3. And the 51's going to take the pass. And here comes the 7 car. He's coming down pit road. And the 3 car is staying out. So less than 10 laps to go here in Kentucky. And I believe the 22 is going to take over as the race leader. If not, it is the 98 as your race leader. I'm not exactly sure where the leaderboard runs at the moment. I know the 7 car took over the lead. So he may still be in first. Right now, still waiting for the leaderboards to update after pit stops. Here comes Dial out of pit road now. Trying to figure out where your race leader is and who your race leader is. I believe it may be the 98 car. The 7 car is sitting 6th. With the 2 car all over her back bumper. Pottles with a good rebound here with a top 10 so far. 93 laps left to go here. 93 laps in, my bad. Not 93 laps to go. And it looks like Dial into the outside wall on the 7 car. Problems for the 7 car, not getting going very well after pit stops. Here comes the 2 to the inside of the 5 as they come off of turn number 4. That's going to move Pottles into the 5th, and then the 2 car is going to pass her for 5th. And the 51 is coming down pit road. The 9 is down pit road. So I believe the 98 is your race leader. The 2 car sits in 4th. So the 2 car is in 4th. I believe the 1 car sits in 3rd. So then I believe the 22 is in 2nd, and the 98 is your race leader. Going to pass the number 3 car into turn number 3. We have 6 laps left to go. Coming to 5 to go. Down into turn number 1, the 98, I believe, is the race leader. The 22 sits in 2nd, I believe. If not, the 3 car sits in 2nd. A little bit of strategy trying to play out on the 3 car. Four laps remaining here in Kentucky. Could we see a late race caution? I don't really think we will. I think everybody's pretty much just spread out far enough where we won't see it. Whoa, a little bit of contact between the 1 and the 2 car. Maybe, if anything, it's going to come from these 2 right here battling for position out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Into turn number 3. 3 more circuits around the speedway. 3 laps to go. Down into turn number 1, the 98 leads the field in turn number 1. Out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. All by himself. Those green flag pit stops really changed the outlook of the race here late into the running. That 98 car has been pretty much flawless all day. Stage 2 kind of dropped out of the running for a little while and then was right back to the front towards the end of the second stage. Pottle's looking for a Another position here in the 5 car. All over the back bumper of the 1 car. Down into turn number 3. Coming to 1 to go. We got 1 more lap here in Kentucky. 1 lap to go. Next flag will end the race. Out of turn number 2, down the backstretch to the 98. Clean and clear. All by himself. And into turn number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, off of turn number 4, your race winner is going to be the number 98 here in Kentucky. Followed by the 22. And I believe Pottles will get a 4th place finish coming off of turn number 4 here at the finish line. So, good finish for the 5 team. 98 was your race winner. After I did finally get to sort out after the leaderboards did update after a green flag pit stop. So your race winner goes to the number 98. Second goes to the 22. Third, I believe, is the 2. Third is the 2. Fourth is the 5. What a great run here tonight from the 98. Strong all night. Show these guys why he is the class of the field here tonight. We will see you all next week for another exciting race for the Ptm Xfinity Series. We are signing off from the Kentucky Speedway, and we will see you all next week. Have a great night.